This is chapter 13, graphing, and this is your introductory lesson on the rectangular coordinate system. You guys are all familiar by now with the horizontal number line, and points on a horizontal number line can be represented by real numbers, which are positive, negative, decimal, or fractions. Okay, look at this graph here. There's a few things I would like to point out. And the first, I want to start with the origin. The origin is the center of your graph, and I'm going to plot a point here. This is my origin, and the origin is noted as 0, 0. Okay, and I'll explain more on that in just a moment. The next part that you need to understand on the graph is the x-axis, and it is known for having a horizontal line. And then you have the y-axis, and that is known for having a vertical line. So you also need to know that the x and y axis break the graph into 4 different quadrants. So the upper right hand square is going to be your first quadrant, and then you move counterclockwise to the second quadrant, down below third quadrant, and then the bottom right is the 4th quadrant. On your homework, when I ask you to plot points, you are going to be asked to tell me the quadrant that your point is in. Okay, so let's talk about ordered pairs. Here we have point A. The ordered pair is 3, 2. An ordered pair consists of an x coordinate and a y coordinate, and it always goes in alphabetical order. So I'm just going to write my pair down here. 3, 2. And if it helps you, what I would do is write x and y, remembering that it goes in alphabetical order. So we start at the origin, and then we count 3 to the right for the x-axis, and then I'm going to move 2 up because it's a positive 2 and plot my point. And this is point A. If I were to give you another coordinate pair, let's say 1, 4, again, this is x and this is y. I would start at my origin, move over 1, count up 4 for my y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plot my point. Let's call this point B. Both A and B are in quadrant 1. And here's just a visual of what is in the textbook of both of these ordered pairs. Let's graph the following points together. Let me clear this graph. As I'm erasing this, let me just note that if you have graph paper, I recommend using it. For some of the homework problems I give you, I will provide a graph, but there's some homework problems in this chapter that I will not provide a graph, and you will have to draw your own, and you may want to have graph paper to keep your lines straight. Okay, so let's graph the following points. The first one is 3, 5, and we're going to call this point A. So 3, 5, 3 is going to be the x-axis. I go over 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and then I go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is point A, and you would say this is in quadrant 1. Now my second point is -5 comma 2. So -5 on the x-axis. I need to go 5 to the left. This is the negative side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's a positive on the y-axis. So I'm going to move up 2, 1, and 2. So here is my point B, and this point is in quadrant 2. My next point is -5, comma -4. So I'm going to go over -5 on my x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is negative, so I need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is my plot for C, or my point for C. Now here I have for D 0, -3. 0 is for my x coordinate, so it's right on the line. Now I need to move down -3 on the y-axis. So 1, 2, 3. This is my plot for D. You may be wondering, what do I do? We're going to put, this is 4 for x, so 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 6, down the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's off my graph, but it's right here, and this would be point E. And we would say point E is in the 4th quadrant. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.